Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here I've got a parcel of gifts that were just dropped off yesterday. This is from Jullian Stavreas. I've sent a lot of people his way just because he's so reliable for a lot of this kind of stuff, and this is a good example. This is like a good overview of what he actually has to offer. And he actually gifted me all of this. So I'm over the moon with that. And yeah, these will be worked on over the next couple months on the channel. So this, if you're part of the Facebook gang, if you're not, jump on board. This is a piece that he announced that I'd be working on. It's a fairly intact shell with a lot of potential colour. Here, I'll give it a quick dunk. So you can see here there's this thick colour bar here. It's got nice shell features, a little bit of colour even coming through to the outer crust. But this side's the side where the colour really sets in. There's a few complications in it. Few little nooks and crannies that are going to be a little bit tough to get on top of, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably just give it a light brushing up. It might be a multi-part series on the channel, so you'll see more of this, and it'll probably be the first piece I work on. On top of that, have a look at this ginormous chunk of crystal, blue-green. I'll give it a quick dunk as well, just so you can see it a little bit better, but it's your classic blue-green. It could be a huge pendant. It seems to peter out a little bit more towards this edge than this edge, but it's still there, so probably going to get a full-size pendant. And this thing is huge. I mean, I'll get the calipers onto it just so that you get a better idea. At its widest, there you go, 55mm, which for my American buddies, bit over 2 inches, so huge. And then across the other way, almost perfectly an inch, or 28mm. So huge piece, huge piece. I mean, I'll give it a quick weigh on the scales. We can do it slightly off camera or just like this. There you go, 90 carats, huge chunk. That'll make a massive pendant. Hell, I could slice it up and make a few things out of it if I really wanted to. So on top of that, Jullian knows me incredibly well, and he's gifted me here a nice piece of belemnite. So this one has no colour in it, but look at the shape of it. He knows I'm a sucker for fossils. Colour or no colour, I just love them in general. So this one's a no colour belemnite, but it's a nice long piece. I guess we should give this one a quick measure as well. So this is, alright, 61 mils, 2.5 inches long, and it's got the whole piece. A little bit of the tip is missing, but not too bad. It's still got that very obvious shape, so really nice, loving that. And then we've got a couple pieces here, a couple tubey bits that are actually highly colourful. Now they're not both from the same piece, but if you have a look at this, I mean, I'll give it a little bit of a dunk. Don't need to really dunk it too hard though, because look at that colour. Beautiful. Almost looks artificial the way that works. And here's the second piece. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Here you've got that hollow end, colour all through it. So this one I'll give it a nice little scrub up, but it doesn't look like it's got a lot of work to do on it. A couple sandy spots that might have me a little bit concerned, but we'll hope they clear up nicely. And then last but not least, we've got a whole heap of little chunks. And I say little chunks, but they're not that little, so they're quite large. So yeah, some nice green there. Nice blue crystal, kind of like that massive pendant piece. And then he's given me a couple really complicated ones. This one's not too bad, a nice green one. This one is a little bit more complicated. It's got a couple features in it, bit of a sand spot there. We'll try to get him out, but you can see there's colour coming all the way through. Nice piece. And then this one's going to be fun. So this one I'm going to challenge myself to try to keep as much as possible and just bring out colour on every side. Kind of like it's just been tumbled perfectly. So That one will take a lot of work with the Dremel, but I'm looking forward to it. And them's your pieces. These ones are all fairly similar size, and if I gave one a quick weigh, we're talking 20 carats a piece. So each of these are about 20 carats, and look at that one. That one's beautiful multicolour. It's just that sand. We'll have to drill into him and see how it goes. But amazing pieces. He's got a great Facebook group. He's a great guy in general. Definitely get around him if you've got a chance. And he sells like you wouldn't believe. He takes trips out to Coober. I'll probably go out with him at some point actually. He said he'd let me tag along for a journey. So he goes out quite regularly and I'm probably going to go out with him. It's a bit of a drive, so might be able to share the load with him a bit instead of him solo trekking it out there. And yeah, might be able to get him on the channel a bit. There's that shell. Beautiful shell. Did I dunk it? I think I did. Beautiful shell. Shells always make me panic a little bit because I never want to change them too much. But this one, I think this side, Jullian was talking about it, he wants this side kind of scrubbed up, looking nice, and then this side to retain its shelly-like features. So you can always tell it's a shell. But, yeah. Gotta get some of that colour to play. Get it out on display. So yeah, a whole heap of pieces that I'll be working on very soon. If you're on Facebook, jump into the group. I'll post links and everything in the description. I'll have all of Jullian's details in the description as well. He's got his own group. He sells like a champion. He's just constantly selling stuff. Most of it's Coober Pedy because that's where he travels out to. And yeah, he's never not selling anything, but you've really got to be quick on a lot of his posts because he posts them in a couple different groups and they sell really quick. Like he had a whole heap of these kind of shells, even better ones actually, better shells than this, and they were sold within like 10 seconds of posting. So yeah, it makes it tough, but I'm glad he set one aside for me and dropped it off the other day. So it was great catching up with him. Great guy. Definitely check him out. One of the better suppliers out there in terms of Coober Pedy stuff. And he's got some great connections, so hopefully I'll tag along with him and I can check out his world and see how it all pans out. So stay tuned. This one will be carved on the channel pretty soon.